How are we doing, folks? Welcome to Colin's Performance Corner and a little different episode this week. So you probably looked at the title and going, Colin, Audi 8, not really that sporty. Well, needs must, but this great car is just out. It's the 2022 facelifted Audi 8, and I just thought, after sitting in it, that I had to do you guys a little review on this car. Now, welcome to the Duke's Golf Course. I'm up here in St Andrews. I've just taken the car for a little drive, done a round of golf, just about to head back in it, go for a little drive home, so I thought I'd review it on the way. So, hope you enjoy the video as ever. If you have enjoyed the content as of late, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, it would be much appreciated, and you'll get to see some future content on all different sort of Audis. And obviously, if you like the video, please give it a little like as well, and that'd be much appreciated. So hope you enjoy the video, and let's get a wee look at this Audi 8. Right, so welcome inside this glorious piece of German engineering. So this is obviously the brand new facelifted 2022 A8, and what a place to be. Absolutely stunning inside. Now, the materials that this car uses are fantastic. I mean, some of the quality in this thing, you can just look at it and tell. I mean, I love this lovely piece of brushed aluminium that just kind of faints into the stitched Napa leather along the top of the dash. You know, everywhere you touch in this car is, you know, just quality. Even like the, you know, the airbag is double stitched and everything along here as well. Really is a wonderful place to sit inside. I mean, just look at this lovely wood grain along here. This is a lovely bit of ash. If you can kind of feel it, you can feel all the grain itself. It doesn't feel fake, it feels real, you know, and it's lovely. But again, more of this aluminium trim that runs along the side with the piano black and the stitched leather. I love the Alcantara and everything on the door card and everything here as well. As I say, really nice place to sit. Now, the seats themselves, extremely comfortable. They are 24-way adjustable. This car does have the extended leather pack in it as well. So these seats are heated and they are air conditioned as well. So they do have perforations in the seat there, you know, that blows that nice sort of kind of cool air up, which feels very strange if you have shorts on, let's call it. You know, the centre console will be very familiar to people who have ever sat inside an A6 or an e-tron. Again, more of that lovely piano black finish. You know, the S-tronic gearbox, your handbrake, all integrated electronically here. Very nice and fluent and everything that runs there as well. Now, some of the technology that's also in here as well. So of course we've got the dual screen touch screens in here. So the first one up here is your full MMI screen with your infotainment. Again, very familiar to people who have been in any of the sort of modern Audis. Down below it you have your climate control and function screen, so you can access stuff like your climate control, you know, your air conditioned seats. You can also do the blinds and everything for the back and the rear. You control the heads up display and everything from here as well. Now, this car does have the active park assist. Now, this has got one of the most advanced park assist that you can actually get. So not only does the car parallel park itself perpendicular and parallel, what it'll actually do is you can actually use your phone, your My Audi app in this case. You can actually get out and tell it to park with your My Audi app. You can just push a button to activate the park assist, and the car will go away and park itself. Now, obviously you need to do a couple of steps. You need to sort of find the parking space first. As soon as you find the parking space, you can pretty much just get out, push a button on your phone, and the car will park itself in there. So very handy for if you're trying to get the car in and out of tight spaces, you know, and you don't want to sort of bang the car next to you's door, and why would you? So very clever bit of technology that you have on the A8 here. Now, the car does obviously have Audi's Virtual Cockpit Plus system in it, so extra wide screen, very high definition. And again, as normal, you can control your phone, your media, your DVD, your sat nav, you know, your lane departure control. You can customize lots of different features within the Virtual Cockpit. Now, some of the advanced drive assistance features that the car has, of course, it's got your blind spot infotainment system. So basically, it's got a little sort of kind of light in the inside mirror there, which will flash when somebody's in your blind spot. Again, not terribly advanced, most cars do have that nowadays, but it does of course have that. It's got your heads-up display, which can show you all a manner of different things up there, which I'll touch on when we're out the drive in the car as well. It does have not only adaptive cruise control, it has a very, very clever thing called predictive adaptive cruise control. So not only does it normally hook onto the car in front and maintain you that set distance, the car, when you don't have a car in front of you, will actually work with the GPS and actually look ahead and see, is there a sharp bend coming up, is there a roundabout coming up, and it'll actually slow the car down for you to a sensible speed, take you around that roundabout or take you around that corner, and then bring you back up to your set speed. So very, very clever stuff, rather than just sort of kind of, you know, having to come off the cruise control because you're coming up to you know, quite a sharp bend. The car will do all that for you. Now, if it works in conjunction with the lane departure assist, basically the car will do the steering, because it uses the camera system up in the windscreen to detect the white lines on the road. So not only does it sort of give or vibrate when you go out and off the lines, it won't actually let you go. It'll keep the car in the centre of the lane, work with the cruise control, and give you that sort of kind of semi-automatic sort of kind of driving system. Now, you still need to keep your hands and everything on the wheel, but it is a very, very great system to have in the car. Now, some of the other things that the car has tech-wise, you've got a lovely nice big storage area in here, 2 USB-C connections, you've got a wireless charge pad and everything in here for your phone. The car, of course, has massage seats for driver and passenger, with lots of different functions in the MMI here. You can sort of go through all the different sort of kind of massage functions that you can actually get in the car, so pretty nice. But where this car actually is you know, meant is in the rear seat. So we're going to jump into the rear now and take a look at some of the leg space and some of the tech in the back of this car. Right, so here we are in the back of this A8. Now, this is not the long version. You do get an L version of that, which is just that wee bit longer. This is just the regular version of the A8, but you can see here that the leg space in the back of this thing is absolutely fantastic. So the great thing about the back of these cars, now this is sort of kind of in the normal position, but you've got this lovely centre console down here. You've got this lovely screen. Everything's controllable in the back of here. Now, the rear seat passenger can fully control these seats, which I'll show you shortly. They can control all the lights in the car, including the ambient lighting. Now, I'll show you a wee bit at the end of the vehicle how great this vehicle looks with the ambient lighting, because this one does have the comfort and sound pack in it. So obviously that gives you the absolutely fantastic Bang & Olufsen sound system. Now, the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car is probably the best that I've ever heard in any car. The 3D sound in this is absolutely fantastic. You hear your music, you hear every bit of crisp bass, you hear all the mids. You know, you can tell it's got that sound, you know, processor there to process all the different sounds. You know, absolutely lovely place to be. You know, you can control the rear seat blinds in the touchscreen here. You can control the full media system of the car, choose what you want to listen to and everything like that. The radio, you know, there's tons of different stuff. You can adjust the sound levels and everything from the back of here. But one of the great things is you actually have fully electrical adjustable seats here. You've also got a couple of presets just on here. You can actually put it into sort of kind of, you know, a lie back mode. So if you hold this button here, you know, you can see here, oh, just getting ready to enjoy my journey, have a little sleep. So there's me sort of in, you know, fully reclined mode. You can customize it however you want by using the adjustables here. I can control the headrest up and down. You know, I can control this back and forward here. I can actually adjust the front seats back and forward. If I push the this little button here, I can actually move the you know, the seat in front of me back and forward as well, which is pretty cool, you know, if you need to adjust yourself for a little bit of leg room. So really nice and comfortable in the back of here. It really is a lovely place to be, whether you are driving or in the back here. It really is stunning. Now, one of the other things that the car has as well, it's got these rear blinds, which I can just put up here by going into the little touch screen, hitting blinds, and I can put the blinds up here. So if I just push this wee button here, I can put, oh, the blinds up. So, you know, pretty cool. Shuts the sunroof and everything as well. So yeah, pretty cool little feature there. I like it. Let's just pop them back down now. Yes, very nice. I like it. Pretty cool. So what's the fit and finish like in the back of here? Now sometimes on a lot of cars, you know, they make the materials and everything in the front, you know, very, very nice. But when it comes to the rear of the car, they sort of kind of, you know, they skimp out a little bit. But, you know, I'm actually pretty pleased to say that, you know, your continuation of this lovely double stitched leather, Alcantara, the leather and everything here with the ash trim and everything in here, even down below here with the speaker covers and everything, all feel nice and premium. Of course, the headlining, fabric and everything along at the top. You've got these lovely touch LED rear lights there, which are pretty fantastic. Just under the armrest here, we do have a couple of USB Type-C charging cables for anybody in the back with anything they want to charge. You've got your vents and everything down here. You've got a lovely pin adapter down here, which is set for US for whatever reason, but you do have a 230 volt socket in here. You just need to use a US adapter for it. But yeah, no, there's plenty to do in the back of this A8. So what we're going to do finally now, we're just going to take this lovely little car out for a little drive. Will not be too long, just to see what this feels like on the road and how it drives. Right, so out on the road then, what is this Audi A8 like to drive? Now, as you would expect, it's like riding a magic carpet. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Obviously with adaptive air suspension, you've always got that nice cushiony ride. You know, there's the bumps in the road are soaked up very, very nicely. You know, you don't feel a lot through the steering at all. It's all very, very well damped. So yeah, no, it is a lovely place to sit inside, to be honest. You know, it's one of the better of the Audi race, but of course it is Audi's flagship model after all, so you wouldn't expect any less. Absolutely silent on the road as well. Now I'm driving along this road, country road, 60 mile an hour, and I don't know if you can kind of tell, there's not a lot of road noise whatsoever. I mean, this car does have the privacy glass with the acoustic glazing, so I'm sure that you can hear me pretty crystal clear, and I have the microphone quite a bit of distance away from me, so it should be picking up, you know, all the ambient noise around it, like road noise, wind noise, stuff like that. But you know, if you look at some of my previous videos and the likes of the RS3 and stuff like that, you'll find that obviously there was a lot of road noise, but again, testament to this A8, really is silent on the road. One of the things I do like about it is they've finally made heads-up display standard on the A8. It used to be an option, but they've made it standard. I really like a heads-up display. It focuses your eye level quite forward rather than looking down all the time. You get obviously your sat-nav and everything through the heads-up display as well. Actually displays the map and shows you what turn and everything to take in the heads-up display. So pretty cool, say if you have to look down at the touchscreen, or even to the wonderful Virtual Cockpit Plus, which is high res. You know, if you've ever driven Audis before, it's something that you just can't live without in one of these modern Audis, is these virtual cockpits. Absolutely fantastic, and the A8 is no different. So what's the steering like in the car? Now, as you can expect, it's not really been set up for, let's call it, sports driving. Now, you can put the car in dynamic mode and it'll weight that steering up a wee bit, but obviously the steering rack has been designed for comfort and smoothness. I mean, you take a corner a wee bit too fast, you feel that you do need to put a wee bit more movement around the wheel than you're normally used to. But you know, it's fine. You know, it's, like I say, it's a little bit numb, but it's not what it's designed for. This thing is designed to be nice and smooth, nice and comfortable, and it absolutely is. You know, it takes no effort to have the wheel, but it does have good enough feel that you can feel the road underneath you, you know, when you are sort of kind of, you know, caning on a wee bit, because these cars, don't get me wrong, aren't slow. I mean, the three engines, or the three drivetrains, let's call them now, that you can get in them now, the power units and all three of them are all, let's call it, you know, fairly pokey. So, you know, it's a car that you can, you know, generate some good speed in when you do want to take it, you know, for a more spirited Sunday drive, let's call it. So let's go outside now and actually take a wee look around this brand new A8. So as you can see here from the front, it's got this lovely massive big grille, even bigger than the previous generation. It's got these lovely new sleek LED matrix projector lights, absolutely fantastic. Again, takes it to the next level of Audi's new matrix lights. Again, the best car that I've ever been in terms of headlights. It's got this lovely chrome detailing and everything along the front. The grille actually looks like it actually has teeth, you know, the very, very nice 3D effect and everything on the grille there as well. The car has these lovely 19-inch alloys. Now, this is just the sport model or launch edition, this particular one, but you can get them in 20s and 21s on the S-Line and the black edition as well as a wee bit more of a sporty grille and everything like that too. Now up at the back here, you've got this lovely LED light bar that runs along. So this is Audi's OLED, a bit like the technology you get in your TV that run along here. So very crisp light, and it can do a lot of different patterns and designs as well. And again, you've got your lovely chrome detailing along the bottom of the back bumper as well. It has an electronic tailgate, and it has a nice big boot, which you can see you can get a set of full-size golf clubs and an electric trolley in as well. So very good. Now the new A8 is available with 3 different powertrains, so you have your typical 3-litre V6 diesel which puts out around 285 brake horsepower, which this particular car has, so plenty enough for the car. You can also get it with the 55 TFSI, which is again a 3-litre V6 petrol engine, and that one puts out round about 350 brake horsepower, so again even pokier again. Or you can go for the all new only Audi Badge 60 model, which has got a V6 petrol engine mated with an electric motor to produce 450 brake horsepower. Now that car can also drive up to 30 miles on electric range only, so very very handy if you're pimping this about in the town. You won't be emitting any emissions whatsoever, so I can only see that one being the more popular option going forward. And finally, of course, all models are fitted with Audi's famous Quattro all-wheel drive system. So again, that's standard on the A8. So, yep, let's go back now into the car, and I'm just going to show you a wee preview of how good this car looks all lit up at night. Right, so now it's a little bit darker now. You should be able to see the lovely ambient lighting that's in this car. Now this is nothing new to any Audi, pretty much Audi from A3 and above, and even A1 nowadays. If you spec the comfort and sound pack, you get the advanced ambient lighting pack. Now it goes a wee bit further in the A8. There's a lot more lights like along the roof and everything, and along the bottom of the console here, which you don't get in some of the other cars. But I just thought I'd show you because it does look very very classy. It's a very very nice place to be. So there's 2 lighting settings you can have. You can have the contour, which is the light along here. You can change the colour of that to whatever you want, and you've also got the ambient light, which is this one here. I don't know if you can quite see that. It's currently yellow just under my fingers here. So there's sort of different sort of levels of lights in that you can have. Now this is all changeable through the MMI screen, so just to kind of show you here, let's just change the colour. So into lights and vision. Let's change the background lighting and say let's go for a lovely Caribbean look. So there we are there. So we've got a lovely kind of cyan blue and everything now with a sort of kind of whitey yellow down lighting here. I can go into individual. I can pretty much change the contours and everything, change the colours. I can go purple here. Again, what else can we go? We've got a lovely yellow here as well, a nice orange. So you can see there's lots of sort of different ways that you can change the contour on the interior here. So that's all for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the facelift Audi A8. Again, as I said, if you have enjoyed the content and you have enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more of these Audi reviews, and hopefully as the stock situation gets better, we should be able to review some more electric vehicles, which are very very hard to get at the moment, and some of the upcoming performance Audis in the range again that are coming in the next 12 months. So thanks again guys, and see you next time.